Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This will be a video series showing you how to model this office building. Let's get started. So to start, let's open a new architecture template. We will then start with grids. So under architecture, you can type in also GR for short, or this icon. Once you click it, we're going to first start with a vertical grid line. So I'm going to add it like this and then press escape. After that, I'm going to select it again and I'm going to use copy or CO and then make sure multiple is checked. And then after that, I'm going to zoom in and click it again. And then after that, I'm going to add in the dimension. The first one will be 6400. The second will be 2800. After that, 5400. And then we will have 2600. And then after that, 3900. My mouse is acting up, so sorry about that. So the next one is 3900. And then we have another 2400. And then another 3800. And then lastly, we're going to add 5000. Press escape and then go back to architecture and select grid line again. With this one, I'm gonna add it here at the top. Press escape and then click on the bubble and we're gonna change it to 8. After that, select this again and click CO or copy. After you copy it, we're gonna select that again and then the first number will be 6400. The second will be 4800. Next will be 5800. 4000. Zoom out and then zoom in again. 3300. 3000. And then lastly, we have 5700. And then press escape. So we have our grid line completed. Now let's go to our south elevation. We're gonna leave 4000 for the first floor. I'm gonna select this and copy. So CO and then make sure multiple is checked. Select the grid line again or the level. And for this one, we could add in 3700 for level 3. So level 2 to level 3, another 3700. Another 3700. 3700 again. 3700. So we have up to level 7. Press escape and then escape again. Click one of the grid and then grab it from here and pull it up like that. So at least everything is upwards and in its place. After that, we want all our levels to appear on the floor plan here on the project browser. So what you have to do is click view and then plan view and then click on floor plan. Select all of this. So what you have to do is select level 3 and then hold shift and select level 7. It will highlight everything and then you just need to press OK. And then as you see, every floor plan is there. Go back to level 1 and let's start by adding a wall. Click architecture, click on wall, and then after that, click edit type. We need to duplicate this type so that we can keep on reusing this. So duplicate. Let's name it exterior wall. Number 1. Press OK. Edit the type. Let's add in the materials first. I want these materials to differ on each and every wall so that when we transfer it to Twinmotion, we could assign finishes from their material base there. And it will be easier for us to see there. So I'm gonna choose clad white first and then press OK. You can choose whatever you want. Just make sure it's different on each exterior or interior wall. Press OK and then OK again. But before that, let's click on edit type again. I want to change the thickness to 300. Press OK, apply, and then OK. Here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click this rectangle and then I'm gonna add a rectangle all the way to A1. Actually, let's escape. We forgot to connect this. So we're in level 1. We want it to be connected to level 2. Okay? And then after that, I'm going to choose wall center line. So I'm going to leave it default. And then click back rectangle. And then let's add it from A1 up to H9. Press escape, escape. So you first have our perimeter wall. So most of the time I do the perimeter of what I want to do, and then after that I mold it. So right now I'm gonna add in or click the wall again, and I'm gonna use exterior wall again. So now I'm gonna mold it to the desired shape I'm gonna use it. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in a wall right here. So that is G9 up to G8 and going down to H. Okay, and then I will add it here as well. So I'm gonna click G1 up to G2 and going to H. After that, I'm gonna extend this to around 2000, like that, and going back to A1. Extend this again around 2000 again. So I'm just gonna type it 2000, and I'm going to extend it all the way to A7 and pull it back there. So I know this is confusing now, but I'm gonna extend this and then extend this as well. Okay, click it back, exterior wall number 1. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull it back now. This will be around 2000 from A9. So I'm gonna do it like this. And then I'm just gonna put a 2000 corner as well here. Like that. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use trim. So it's under modify, and this is the trim and extend. So you can type in TR, and then after that, let's trim this. Let's also trim this side. So what we need to do is we need to split it first. So once we split this and do TR again, there won't be any of the error command. Let's trim this as well, and with this one. For this, we need to trim this first, and then trim this spot, and this one as well. Also here, and here. So now our shape is like this. So now press escape and go to architecture, and then click on wall, edit it type, and let's duplicate this and type in interior wall number 1, press OK, edit type, and change the materials. So we could use masonry unit for now, and then OK. And let's maintain the thickness to 300 for this. After that, go to D1. So click on D1, and then we will have it up to D3. So click it there, and then pull it all the way here. And then add D2, pull it all the way to G2. We're going to close this off. So G2 up to G8. So now this is closed off. We could focus on here. So go to G4 and then going all the way to D4. And let's do this up to D7 and then up to G7. So we're making a square here. And what I want you to do is add in this. So D5 up to G5 and D6 up to G6. So it looks like that. And you could escape, and actually let's extend this all the way to D8, and let's add in the same wall to close it off like that. Press escape, so it will look like this now. And then click the wall again. We're gonna add something right here again. So it should be around 3000. So I'm gonna add it for now. So I add it like this and close it off. And you know what? We could just extend this one right there, but we need to change this. So I want this distance to be changed. So I'm gonna move this, but for some reason I cannot move it. So there, the beard. So now I want this to be 3400. Press escape. So this will be 3400, and then it will look like this. So next, let's focus on the offices. So my plan is to add the elevators right here, stairs, break room, and then there will be an open area here for desk, and then we will have some offices at the end. So now let's click on the wall again, and this one we're gonna edit to wall number 2, interior. Press OK, edit type. The thickness should be 100, and make sure to change the materials as well. Let's choose cherry. Press OK, OK, and then let's begin adding this. So I'm going to add it here, and then after that I'm going to align it to this wall. So make sure it's level 2 again, and then let's do this. Let's go all the way down like that for now, and then zoom back again. Type in AL for align. We're gonna align it to this face and this one as well, so at least it's there, it's aligned. Press escape and then escape again. Go back to architecture, click wall again, make sure interior wall is selected, and let's close it for now. and we're gonna change it later on. I just want to put in the wall there, and then this one, put it out like that, and then add in something like this as well. And then let's align this AL and this face. So let's close this off and then select this and then CS so that we could select it easily. And then actually we could just pull this out and then actually delete this. This will be a big office. And then same wall, close this off like that. I want the corridor space to be around 1200. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select this wall and make sure to type in 1200. Okay, so we can maximize the spacing here. For this one, I want it to be around 17 or 1800. So we could click this one and then 1800. So that's why I was able to, I was just adding walls because it's easier to change the dimension. And then we could trim this one, and then select this and move it like that. And then click on wall again and close this off. So I'm just gonna change this. This is too big, so I'm gonna make this 3000. Okay, and then click on the wall again and close this off like this. Just leave a gap for now. Click the wall and just go in the middle of this. There will be enough office space for a room there. And then click and close this off again, AL, to align it. This area will be the copy area. So I'm just gonna add in like that. Pull this up. I will type in SL. So like that, and then trim TR, and we have our copy area here. Make sure it around 1800 is enough. Okay, so that's for the copy print and some storage cabinet for the filing. With this area, I'm gonna click the wall again. I'm going to equal this, and then this will be like a conference room, and then this will be like individual rooms for different departments that they could use. These are offices for the manager and one here as well. And then with the same wall, so I'm gonna click this wall again and CS, create similar. I'm going to just add a wall right here, escape, and then a wall right here. So for now, I'm just gonna leave it like that. click this. I want it to be around 1400. That's for corridor space. This one, I want it to be 3500. That will be the area for an IT server, and then reception area right here, and then some waiting area here. So I'm gonna select this again, and I'm gonna close this off like that. And then the same wall, I'm gonna close this off. In the middle of this, select it and add in another wall, and then TR to trim this area. TR as well, this one, and then let's align everything else. Okay. And we need to close this off as well. So here in this area, same wall, around 1200 from this. Okay, so add in a wall right here, stop around here. So that will be around the middle of A and B. So I'm gonna give you the dimension afterwards. This one, something like that. Close it off like this. So there will be a big one here. And then with this one, let's close it off. So here, I just want to zoom in. So around 1400 is enough. Okay, from this wall, I want to close this off. So I'm gonna close it like that. In the middle of this, I want to add in a wall. So actually not in the middle, but something in the middle of B and C. So around 2500. And then let's close this off in the middle, like that. Here, I want to align this wall, so AL. So that's aligned. And what I'm gonna do is, I'm going to connect this with this wall. So I'm gonna collect this wall up to here, up to all the way down. This is around 2300. And then I will pull this out up to like that. I'm just gonna leave it around 1400. And we can now trim this like that. I'm just gonna align this, so AL again, align this wall to this wall. So I want to double check this spacing here, so I'm gonna click align dimension. So I'm gonna pull this out. I want this to be around 5500. And instead of doing it like this, I'm gonna align it like that. So it looks like this now. Before we stop this, I just want to add in the dimension so that you guys can follow along like that. Press escape. I'm going to pull this out to add more dimension. Okay, I'm gonna pull this out again, and then let's add in dimension. So like that. So for now, we're gonna stop here. Thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This will be part 2 of the office building. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to add the grid lines, levels, and also exterior and interior walls. In today's video, we're going to continue working on this. So I'm going to zoom in here, and I'm going to use interior wall number 2, and I'm going to click CS. That's for create similar. I wanted to create the same wall. So I'm gonna add a wall right here, and don't worry, we are going to align that afterwards. And then just go all the way to G, and with this I want to maintain 1400 for the corridor. And then after that, we could close this off. So same wall, and we're going to close it here, and then another one here. So AL to align this, and then after that, this will be toilets for ladies and men's. So I just want to double check. So we could add or make it even for them. So I'm going to click the walls again and edit type. I'm going to duplicate this and then edit, make this one 200 and change the materials. to masonry unit for now, or let's use lightweight. I don't know if I already used that, so I just want to make sure. And I need to change some walls. So I'm gonna change this wall by highlighting everything and holding control button. And then after that, I just need to switch from 2 to 3. So that's how easy it is to change um, a wall type. Press escape and don't forget to align this. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is just to add doors. So adding doors, you will be able to visualize everything. So I'm gonna use the default door that Revit has. So I'm just gonna click this one, and then let's add a door here, and then another door at the other side, and then just click on the spacebar to change orientation. I will also add it here and click spacebar. And then let's add more. So I'm gonna add it here, and I'm gonna add it here as well. I'm also gonna add it here and here, and then here as well. Door right here for the office. This will be the storage, office storage. And then we have a door here as well. We have the reception here and the good enter for here. And there's also an entrance from here as well. Let's add the door here and a door right here. Also here and also here. We'll add it here as well and the opposite. So for the big boardroom room, we could add multiple doors so that it's not secluded to this door only. I just want to double check, and we could add it here now. So what I have is a toilet for men's and women's. And what we could insert now is a double door. So let's go to doors and let's go commercial. Exterior double door. So let's look for a double door. So let's add this one. And I just want to double check. So yeah, let's add this one. So let's add an exterior in this one. I'm just gonna press OK. And if you add multiple like that, it's better to just um, purge it afterward so that your Revit file doesn't go big. So here we could add in the double door, and we could add a double door here as well. And then let's change this to double door flush. I'm going to add it here and then erase this for now. Like that. So instead of that, I'll just remain it as single for now and change it up afterwards. Let's also load the elevator door. So let's go back and look for specialty equipment and then elevators and lift. We could click on the wall based and then click open. Press yes. And let's click this one instead. So let's press escape for now and then load it again. So I'm gonna load this again and then press open. And after that, the error didn't come anymore. So that means we were able to load this. And let's see if it's under doors or component. So it's under component. So now we could just add it here. So I'm gonna add one right here. So we're gonna add 4 each on this side. And we could just align it right now like this. So we have our elevators now. I forgot to add in some doors here. This is another stairs. And then with that stairs, we will need to add in a wall. We're gonna add a wall right here. And then a wall like this. Press escape and then add in a door again. We also need to add in a service elevator. So we're gonna click this and add in an elevator like that. Press escape. We're also going to select this wall and CS. We're gonna close this off. And around 2000 is good enough. And after that, we're going to trim this TR, trim, and actually let's make this bigger. So around 3000. It's good. Let's click this. Actually, the door. Let's add in a door here because this is another stairs. And then after that, let's change this door. like this. So for the ground floor or level 1, this will be a building service area, but later on when we go to level 2 and beyond, this will be an open space for employees to go smoke or like a little garden that they could do. So I just want to double check everything. We have our open area here. We could add in some open tons of furniture. And then we have like offices, meeting room, boardroom. We have some prayer room, stairs right here, washroom, men's and women, janitor's room. We have our office storage. We also have IT server room, our break room right here as well. So, and then lobby for the lift and all the elevators as well. So far everything is looking good. I'm happy with what we came up to. So I want to put some room tags so that we could determine or we could differentiate each and every rooms like this. So I'm gonna click on this and click each and every one of this, and then afterwards we're gonna change the names. And let's put something here as well. And press escape. And then now we could start adding some names. So the first thing that we're gonna put is this one. Double click, test lobby. Stairs 1. Managers. Then regular rooms. Office room. Let's put some number here so that we could differentiate. Conference room. Let's put this at meeting room 2, and then meeting room 1. IT, office storage, open office area, office room 3, boardroom, and then we could have another meeting room here, break room, we can add this one as idea room, where employees can relax and come up with good ideas. This is gonna be the stairs again, stairs number 2, and then we have reception, greeting area. Service lobby, service area, men's washroom, and then women's washroom. And let's not forget the building lobby or entrance. And let's not forget this one. We can have this as a prayer room. So I just want to double check that everything is marked and was edited. Okay, looks good. So let's stop here for now and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to continue working on part 3 of this office building. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to add in the offices. We added all the information and we added the room tags. Here, we're going to add in more, but I will do some changes here. So I'm going to delete this door And then instead, I'm gonna make this open. I'm going to add in a security room here, and we're gonna leave the reception for the main building right here, and they could also have like a small coffee shop here. So we're just gonna close it off with a wall and then put in some door, or we're just gonna leave it open, and then probably in the future video we're gonna create a lobby for this building. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna type in SL, that's short for split element. So once we split element, you can press escape and then TR, that's for the trim and extend. So once we do that, we could trim this area. So we're gonna delete this room. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to architecture, and I'm gonna click this room separator so that this tag will be only for this area. So once we do that, we can add in the room again. So this will be the building lobby. Okay, and we're gonna add in an interior wall. So we could use this one, or let's use the wall number 3. I'm just gonna add something like here. This could be the security and CCTV area of the building. So we could add in the door here, and let's change it to this door. And we're gonna add in 2, and let's add a room separator for the security and the CCTV. It should be the same, but might as well have some separator for that. And we could just add a door to connect them all together. Something like that. And let's give it some space. So I'm gonna put it around 2500, something like that. And this one, we could just extend this because I don't want the small area there. And we could just move this one and make this the security and then CCTV area. We could add in room tag. So let's add it there and there. Security. And then here is the CCTV room. We can also add in a door right here so that it's accessible on this area as well. And then we have the reception here and the coffee or coffee stand here. Next thing I want to do is to create the stairs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to architecture again and click stairs, and I want it to be base level will be level 1 and then level 2 for the top level. Let's create stairs number 1 first. So I want it to be from here, and As you can see that 11 riser created, 12 remaining. So let's do this and move it a little bit on the side and then create it like that. Once that's done, we could move it and make it bigger like so. We can move it like that. Move the landing backwards like this. So I'm just roughly moving it like that, not too close. We still want the separation of the railing. Okay, so I think that's good. I'm just gonna click finish and I'm gonna move it around. So I'm gonna hold this from here and I'm gonna move it backwards like that. I'm just gonna double check the landing. So around 1500 is good enough. That's too cold, and I'm gonna click copy on that and then rotate this. So I just copy that one and then move it here so that the second stairs is done as well. For the second stair, as you can see, we're kind of off with couple of inches. So I'm gonna move it for now here and then move this backwards. So instead of 1400, I'm just gonna estimate it now to be moved. And don't forget to move the door as well because it will create an error. And then after that, we could just move this back again and we can move it like that. So now everything is good. So this is around 1000 now. And this one, instead of 4750, we could just put it at 4800. So that we could give this more space like that. So around 1000 like that. Okay, so now everything is set. So one thing that we could do is we could add in some furniture so that we could visualize the area, and we could just use the default furniture in Revit. So you just need to go to insert and load family and go to furniture, and then here we could have tables and chairs. So we have a desk here. I believe the desk is already loaded, but we'll double check. So just a couple of chairs. We could add in the table round as well. And then I'm just gonna highlight this by holding on control button and then choose whatever you want here. What we could do is we could just press open and then override the version. I believe, yes, it's already inserted. To see it, go to architecture and then click component actually. And then now we have the round table. We could add the round table under the meeting room. So we could add here and then here. And then what we could do is to make the scaling of the names, the room names, we could just go here and put it at 1 to 150 or whatever you want. If you want it to be smaller, you could do that as well. And then after that, we could load in some chairs as well. So go to insert again, load family, go back. So go to Canada, um, furniture, and then chairs or seating. We could add in some chairs. I'm gonna add that one. It's easier. We can add in some lounge chairs and sofa so that we could add it for the lounge area for the lobby. And then let's add in a chair for this and then click open. Now it's loaded. Go back to architecture and it will be under component. Now we could add in some lounge chair on this area. So we could add it like that. We could add in a coffee table in the middle. So this will be back to back like that. And then let's look for the sofa. It probably will be under here. So now we could add in some sofa like that. We could add it here. And then this will be the area for the main entrance. This will be all glass. So just imagine it will be a nice area for employees to chill or to sit down. So something like that. And then the reception, the building reception, and then or building information table, and then we have the coffee stall here. Let's look for more that we loaded. We have this table. So the table, we could add the table right here. Just for the visual, I'm gonna do it like this, but most of the time it will be the L-shaped table. So this one should be bigger. So let's see if we have something bigger, so something like that. And we're just gonna do this just to show you guys what should it look like. So let's get some chairs. So we can add in this chair and then chair for the front. Should be like that. Okay, and then we could add in some lounge here. So CS, or to have a nice view, it will be like that, and some coffee table here. So something for the manager to have. And then here, what we could do is we could just copy all of this and we can click on multiple. Something like that, and then just press escape, still highlighted, and use your arrow key to move it in place like that. So that's something that you could do. Um, and then the thing is, I don't want to add it to all. I just want um, to show you in different or couple of offices so that you guys can visualize. But I don't want to do it in all. It's because it will make um, the file bigger. And what we're planning to do for levels 2 and upwards is we are planning to um, just copy or group everything all together and leave the lobby area instead. So I'm just hitting spacebar to change orientation. So something like that. And then you could load some families and then load the big table, the rectangular table, and for the conference room, you could also add in some TVs and tables as well, or credenza table. So there's a lot to think. And then for the open area, those are like the open concept office furniture. Um, so there's a couple of companies that have those Revit blocks. Um, one of which is Herman Miller, Steelcase, those companies that have blocks for Revit already. So you just need to go to their site, download it, and then it will have it ready. So just those are like complete Revit blocks that you could just insert here, and then it will look amazing already for your for rendering. So for now, I'm gonna leave it like that. So just visualize that I'm gonna reuse this on all of this area. And then for the boardroom, I will use the same one that we did for a conference room here as well. So even for the break room, we could just add in some kitchenette. So kitchenette is something that you don't cook. So there's some sink and then some coffee equipment. Um, so it's something that most offices has, like a nook for a coffee machine, those kind of stuff. So yeah, and then you could also place microwaves and those kind of stuff as well. So idea room, just some lounge here. Meeting room is same thing, probably a bigger diameter or radius table. We could add in some tables here for the reception. And then we have the IT, so like the server stuff. And of course, the men's and women's washroom. The service areas for the building. Most of the time, we could add in um, like the door. So we could add it here. Load family. Go back and then doors. Let's go commercial and then let's look for the door. So I think it's not in commercial, probably here. Here, this one, over the railing door. So we could just add it there. So we could just add it here, and then this is where all the building stuff will be delivered from the truck, and they could keep it here. So this is like the service area for that, or the space for that. They could keep the maintenance equipment here. So for this area, for the office storage, I'm probably gonna add in some 5 high or 6 high storage cabinet, and then some shelvings so that you could add in office like extra pen, paper, and those kind of stuff. Most of the time, it's locked. Only certain people can get access to those equipment because some employees steal. So, and then this is like the copier area. So you'll have the printer here, and then some shelves, paper area, so filing as well. So the next thing I want to do is I want to just add in a floor. So let's go to architecture and look for floor, which is here. Edit this type, duplicate, floor number 1, press OK, edit, change the thickness to 300, and change the material. So I'm gonna choose a random materials. So I'll probably use something like this for now. Something random. And then I'm gonna use pick line. So I want the pick line on all of the outer of this building. So outer wall. So we could just trim that later on. So TR for trim and extend. And let's click this finish, and then we could just click show so that it will show us what we missed. So that's the fastest way of checking if you've done it correctly. So now just click finish, and then we have our floor added here. Let's look at it for the first time in 3D. As you can see, we have it added, and so far it's looking okay. We haven't added the windows yet, so probably we could add the windows right now. So what we could do is we should go back to level 1, and then of course this will be all glass. So what you could do is click on wall, the drop down here, and we're gonna use curtain wall. So similar to what we've done before, add the curtain were first like this, don't worry about the error. So that error is just saying that it's not visible because it's under. We haven't go to modify and cut geometry yet. So that's why it's missing. But if we see it like this, I just want to see where is the, here it is. So as you can see, we have the curtain wall here with the wall itself. So what you have to do is to click cut geometry, select the wall first and the curtain wall. And then after that, you'll be able to change some of that. So you can change the width, the height of the wall. So I'm just going to use AL and I'm going to use this as a reference. So as you can see, I was able to put them all in the same level for the height. I'm going to leave it like that for now. And then what I'm planning to do is we're going to change the way the grid lines, and we're going to add in a door here, a curtain wall door, so that everything is looks better. So we're gonna leave it like that. um, I'm gonna go back to level 1, and so I'm gonna add a wall here once we copy all of this all together. um, I just want to see, so all of this will be glass. I'm gonna leave some, so for this one to have a certain material for wall. So I'm gonna do that later on. But for now, let's leave it like that. So let's continue this on the next video. Thank you for watching and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to continue working on part 4 of this office building. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to add in the stairs, and then also we added some CCTV room and security and some furnitures. So in this video, we're going to continue working on this. So go to architecture and then wall, and then make sure to add in the curtain wall, and we're going to add curtain wall on almost all of this area. So starting from the break room, so let's add it here. Don't worry about the error sign. So for me, I'm just adding it now, and later on we're going to deal with this once we have all of this group and added to other levels as well. So it's just good to add it now so that we don't need to add it later on. And then after that, go to modify and click on cut geometry, select the wall first, and then the curtain wall afterwards. Okay, so let us see it on 3D. So for this one, I'm just gonna select it and I'm gonna change the height around 3700. Okay, so at least it's down there. And then what we're gonna do now is we're gonna create a copy of this, group it all together, and then copy it or paste it on the top. But before that, what I want to do is I just want to move this downward like that, and then align them all together by using AL. So I'm gonna copy the reference first, and then the side that I want to go down. So I'm gonna copy this reference and then reference that one for the height. So that one's ready and done. Now let's go to level 1 again. What I want to do is select everything all together like this. Zoom out, and you can move it like that. So I have everything selected. Now what I'm planning to do is we could group them all together by selecting this. It's GP shortcut, but we could click under modify. So create this, so group. So I'm just going to leave it group 1, press OK, and then after that we could copy to clipboard and then paste to align selected levels. So align this to level 2. Press OK and give it some time and click X. And then now let's look at it at 3D. As you can see, it is aligned, but if we notice, or if you know that we need to double check the height, and as you can see, it's over level 3. It's because our level 1 to level 2 is 4 meters, and then this is 3700 for level 2 to level 3. So now we need to ungroup this. So by selecting this group, we can ungroup it. After that, once we ungroup it, we can now select in each and every one of this. So for this one, I want this to be deleted. As you know, the building, this one is the service area for the building, but we don't need a service area for the above, right? So now we're gonna ungroup this as well. So that's done. we need to edit the 4 for this one, and then we need to trim this wall. We could lower this down further by putting 3500. Okay, so that it's not showing anymore at the top of the floor here. And then this area will be deleted. This lobby is only for the first floor. Okay, and our underlay is on. So we just need to go to under properties and go to underlay and choose range base level to be none, so that we don't need to see what's going on below. We could just delete it from here. So it's up to you where you want to delete it, but I just want to delete it there. So I'm deleting it there. And then maybe we could trim this one here. And now what we could do faster is to select the walls. So there's a big chance that you have to select it individually so that we could add it the top level like this. And then so it's actually top constrained to level 3, but as you can see, it automatically added 300 for the top offset, so we need 0 on that. Okay, and then we just need to keep on doing that and double checking each and every um, wall. So what you can do is you can tap the tab key so that it will select some of them and then make it 0. If you know any shortcut to do this, please comment down below so that I know this is a pain or a tedious process. So maybe we could just do it like so. Okay. Okay, so there's still more that we have to do. So south elevation is the perfect view for this. I'm just gonna select multiple right now. So I'm holding on control button and just keep on selecting walls like this. Okay, top offset is 0. And then now we have this. So we're almost there. And also, I just want to double check the stairs. So I'm clicking the stairs and I just want to check. So yes, it has a top offset of 300 as well. So I made it 0. And then lastly, we have this one. So far, that's the only tedious part of this. We just need to do it manually. Um, it's because of the 4,000 here and 37. What you can do to start as well is you can make this all 4,000 meters, but I want the difference because I even want it to be higher, to be honest, um, so that I will have a big entrance or lobby here. But I think 4,000 is more than enough. What we can actually do as well is we could delete this wall and then trim this TR because now it needs to be like that. Okay, so of course this is different now, and I was wondering why it's not combining, so I pull it a little bit upwards. So this will be an open area. We could add a green roof here, so we could add in some plants. So that's a nice touch for this building. So we'll do that. So now we need to copy the level 2 to the rest of them, but we also need to edit the floor. So let me do that. So I'm gonna select it here for now, edit boundary, and let's go to level 2 afterwards, and we're going to pull that in. So I want to pull it going, or let's align it all to the grid line. As we know, the grid line is the center where the walls are. So it will hide it there. And here, we could do that, and it will provide you the center of the wall. So it will provide you the center line, so which is the broken line. So let's do that for this. And we will need to pull this a little bit forward, so that just to close the gap. Okay, so click finish, don't attach, and I want to double check that it's not showing anymore. Okay, that's good. Okay, so it looks better now, like this. And then this area, what you can do is select the wall and attach base. So it's not visible at the top anymore. So I'm selecting the floor. Okay, so the reason that I don't click attach is because it will provide a gap here, and you will need to individually edit those walls, pulling it down. So I don't want to do that on all perimeter, so I just clicked on attach. So now it's good. I liked it. What we could do is we could also edit and create an opening for the stairs as well. So as you know, there's no opening for the stairs here. It's all floored. So now we could edit that as well. So I'm just gonna select the floor again, edit, boundary, and then go to level 2 to see the opening. So to create that, I'm gonna click on rectangle, and then for the opening, it will be the opening of here. We will need to create a cut here. So once you create, so might as well align it to the wall. AL. So this is aligned already. Is this the wall? So yes. And then after that, we could use this pick line and then pick this one and this one. And then after that, use the trim command. Okay. And then click finish. So it gave us an error. Don't attach again. Let's look at it at 3D. And then once we copy that, it will be good for the rest of the floors. So let's do that again on this side. So let's look for the floor, edit boundary, go back to level 2, zoom out, zoom in here, use rectangle, and then pick line, and then trim. After that, click finish. Don't attach. So now there's an opening floor for that. So as you can see, the floor is up there, and then there's the stairs that goes down. So we did it properly. So what we could do now is we could copy again for the third floor, but we will need to undo it again. It's because we need to delete this floor. Okay, so now go to level 2, select everything. So once everything is selected, we don't need to select this. Actually, let's go. Unselect this, and then let's group them all together. That will be group 2, and then click on copy to clipboard and paste it to align to selected levels and choose level 3. Press OK, and then let's look at it at 3D. So 3D is selected. We need to select the group and ungroup it. Okay. So let me see. I believe the floor didn't copy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select a copy, or I'm selecting it and then copy and then paste it to align selected level. So it created this. Now we just need to copy, or sorry, we just need to edit. So now let's go to level 3 and fold it all together here. So AL. So what we could do is we could delete this, delete this, delete this, delete this, and then use trim, and it's perfectly like that. Click finish, don't attach again. Let's look at it. So it looks like this. What we can do now is we can add in a railing. So might as well ungroup everything that you can see that is grouped. To see that, as you notice, it has this broken lines that is highlighted around it, so which is like this. That's how I saw that there's still a grouping that is going on here. So I just want to ungroup it again. But now we need to add in some railings for this part. This is our building garden, so it's something that we could just, or green roof or whatever. That's something that we could add and put some vegetation here, and it will be nicer. So before we group it again and add to all levels, let's add in just a simple railing to level 3. So let's use the pipe for now and add it here. So simple enough. Paste. So for now, let's add it like this. And then it's just a simple copy to clipboard and align to level 2. Like that. Now let's group it all together again. So level 3, copy it. Actually, let's not group it all together. Let's just copy it to clipboard and paste it to all the levels. So 4, 5, 6. I believe we don't need to add it on 7. So just highlight 4, 5, 6, and by holding on control button and press OK. The level 7 is the roof, so we don't need to add it there. So wait for it to process. So after that, you can see that this is all built like this. I'm planning to make this all glass for the stairs. So I might have to split this wall, extend one of them to above, and then we could have a one-piece glass here so that it's easier to add or design the curtain wall. So for now, it's like this. So there's a big chance that I probably just extend this wall so that, yeah, we could design this as well easily. But it's easier to just add in the walls individually by levels first, and you can manipulate it afterwards once you added everything. So for now, this is good. And also I want like a big glass here as well. So that they could see in the lobby, the lift lobby outside. This is a washroom, so we don't need to do anything. Maybe I will have a design here that is different. So I'm still thinking of the design of this building. But as you notice, this will be like some garden all the way up. Or I was thinking that I'm gonna delete this area, close this off, and then so it will be a big area here and on the middle here as well. So I'm gonna delete this, I'm gonna delete this area. So it will be like a bigger, we could add in a bigger tree here. So something that I'm still thinking about. But this will be for sure all glass. The glass that I'm gonna use is just the curtain wall, and I'm gonna divide them where we will have like a frosted glazing here on the middle where all the flooring is, just to hide that, and in the bottom as well. So it will be like three segments. So yeah. So for now, let's leave it like this and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to continue working on part 5 of this office building. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to add all the levels now. And in this one, we are going to add the roof first. And after the roof, we're gonna model some of the sides here. So let's go to level 6. And then here, we are going to click on architecture and then roof. And then once roof is selected, just check define slope, and then let's edit type, duplicate, and put roof number 1. And actually uncheck define slope because this is flat roof. So after that, click on rectangle, and we're gonna use all the corners. So let's add in the corner right here like that, and then add in another one like here, and also on the other sides, and we're gonna trim that afterwards. So now we could erase this, use SL, so type in SL, so that will trim that. And then for this one, I'm gonna click this and go around this and use TR again to trim. So that's an easy way or fast way of clicking all the perimeters here. And then lastly here, we just need to extend this and then TR. So I believe we're good with this. We just need to click finish. But after that, base level should be level 7. And then apply. And then after that, we'll be able to see it like that. I will take this off and open it on the stairs. So now let's edit the footprint. So usually I do that so that I could understand where I'm going to delete stuff. So I'm planning to delete it on that area, and then here as well, and also here. So let's do that. So I'm gonna use this rectangle to make it easier for me, and then I'm gonna do it like this, and I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna trim this, trim that, trim that, and trim this area. And then after that, let's open this. So I open that and this area as well. So click finish and let's look at it at 3D. So now that's opened. We just need to add in more a higher wall here. So actually we need to open up some of the lift as well here. So I'm gonna edit this again and go back to level 3 and open this area. So I'm gonna open it like that and open it here as well. Click finish. And then the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in some walls here. So to do that, I'm gonna go to level 7 and I'm going to add a wall on this area. So before that, let's go to elevation. And as you can see, we have level 7 up to here. I'm just gonna click this and move it on the side again so that we have more room here. We can change this to lower roof, and then we could add it another one. So I'm gonna click the level and click on copy. We're just going to add around 2500, and this will be top roof. Okay, and let's make it shown. So go to view, plan view, and then floor plan, top roof, press OK, and then it's visible. Now here, let's go to lower roof, and from lower roof we're gonna create, or we're gonna add the walls first. So click on wall, let's choose exterior wall, edit this type, duplicate, exterior wall number 2, edit, leave it 300, and let's change this. So let's change it to laminate ivory for now, and then press OK. I'm going to choose this actually. So the height will be top roof. So lower roof is the base, and top constraint will be the top roof. And now let's add in the wall. For now, I'm just gonna add it like this. And we could just, I'm going around here. And actually with this one, I'm gonna press escape, and I'm gonna add another wall right here. And then I'm just gonna use trim for them. I'm gonna move this like that, and then I'm going to align it again. I want to align it as well here, so make sure to do that here, and then align it here as well. So something like this. Let's look at it at 3D so that you can visualize it. So it will look like this. So now I'm gonna create the design of this. So with that said, we need to add in the roof first. And then if you notice, this one is visible on this side. So maybe I could just edit this roof for now. Go to there, and then move it. Just move it with the arrow key, like that. I don't want it to be visible. Actually, I'm just gonna edit for now, like that. What I'm gonna do is gonna use this, and just put it in the middle like that, and then trim it. Okay, so now it's not visible on this wall, it's only up to there. And actually we need to do it on this side as well. So I'm gonna edit the footprint and go back to lower roof. I'm gonna do the same. Like that. Delete this and then trim. Click finish and double check it with 3D. Now that's done, let's add in the roof. And we could go to lower roof and add in roof number 2. Or we could just, yeah, let's add in a roof number 2. So edit type, duplicate roof number 2. I just remember that we have to change the materials for that. Metal deck, okay, and then okay, and then okay. So with this one, I'm just gonna click rectangle. Put it there like that. And then after that, pick line to go over. And then after that, TR to trim. Okay, so click finish. And don't forget, we need to put it on top roof. And then there we go. So it looks like that now. We will extend this a little bit once we create the design. But I'm planning to remove all of this. So the design will be one big one right here. So for now, I'm gonna leave it like that. And I could create the model in place now. Generic model, press OK. Generic model number 1. And then extrusion. Let's change the materials first. I want it to be plastic black. Press OK. Set. Pick a plane. And then let's pick this plane. So the wall plane. And then after that, we could go to south elevation and design it. So I'm going to design it something like this. So let's move this one, AL. And then for this, I want it to be exactly on this spot. So let's try and move this. If not, we're just going to leave it like that. I remember this will be the lift lobby, and then the stairs, which I'm gonna add all glass here. So that's why I'm planning to do that. So I'm just gonna delete this for now, and I'm planning to move this one. So let's delete that. Okay, so now we have a node there, and like that. We can also extend this outward, so we have those change of elevation or change of level. So once they see it, we have different kinds of height. So, and then also we're gonna use this as a railing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click rectangle, and I'm gonna do it like this. Let's delete this. So I'm gonna keep on copying this. So maybe this is too high. I'm gonna change this to 1500 so that the garden part is still visible. I want to cover the floors here. So I'm gonna press tab so that I could highlight all of this, and then I want to make sure that it's all over the edge. And then now I'm just gonna click copy and then multiple. I want to get it from that endpoint so that I could just keep on copying it. But for this part, I'm just gonna attach it at the endpoint here. Okay. So now to make it faster, type SL, so split element. And then after that, TR to trim. So we could just delete this and then trim it again. So that I just want one line here. Click finish and then look at it 3D. So it looks like this. Click finish again, and then once you're done, you will need to extrude it on this side like that. I want this face to be connected to the wall, and then I want to see it. So let's change the material so that it's more visible. So edit the extrusion, sorry, click X, and then now we could just change textile black. So let's use this instead. So now it looks nice, but it's too much in the eyes. I still want it to be visible. So let's just use this for now. Okay, so that's easier to see. And then go back to hidden line so that we could change it. And of course, we're gonna do it on the other side as well. So now, let's press escape, go to architecture again, click mod, click component, mode it in place, and look for generic model number 2, and click extrusion. And we don't need to, actually we need to change this. Let's change it now, the one that we just used. And then after that, we need to set it, pick a plane, the plane for the wall, for this wall is what we're gonna use. After that, it's already set. We could then go to its elevation. So I think this is east. No, this is west. Yes, this is west because we can see the one that we just created. Now we just need to copy what we've done. This is another staircase. So what we could do now is, so I'm not adding any windows here. So we could just create the design. So I'm gonna design it from like that, or around here. So we have this is still the design here. Okay, and then use this. Let's worry about the height later on. Let's pull it down, all the way down. So we need to clean it up for now. So AL, let's choose this height. We need to choose this so that it's covered. And then the edge of this wall to this. And let's close this. But we still need to add 1500 similar to the other. So we have this one right here. You could go over like that. Oh, you could use this to align. And then we need to close this off. Use trim TR to close that off. And then after that, you'll need to shorten this like so. Highlight everything, and then now let's copy. It's basically the same process that we did earlier. lick it to the point where you can see or you have a similar position. And for this one, I am just going to align it from here. And then at the top as well, I'm just gonna align. Okay, let's delete that. Let's trim this. SL again for this areas. And then TR. Okay, so now we've done this. We need to click finish and look at it. So looks like everything is done correctly. The only thing that we need to do is we need to have a consistent extrusion. So maybe 250 is enough. I'm gonna click finish that. And let's look at it here. Is it 250 as well? Let's change it to 250. Apply and then finish. Now what we have to do is we need to align the faces. So AL, okay, and then we're gonna do some cleaning up as well, AL as well. Okay, I'm I'm choosing the face at the back and then the front here. Okay, that's done. So it looks like this. So there will be opening there. I could change this now. So what I could do is, because I know all of this will be glass as well, I'm gonna put some design here. But for now, let's stop here and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This will be part 6 of this office building. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to add in the lower roof and the upper roof, and we cover it up with a wall, and then we added this extrusion on the side. And in today's video, we're gonna continue working on this, specifically when we're going to create the glass on this side. So let's continue working on this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go to level 2. So let's go to level 2, and I'm planning to add glass on this side. So it will be for this side only, and then I know we have this extrusion on this side, so I'm planning to cut this wall. So I'm gonna use SL, split element, and I'm gonna cut it from here on this side. So let me cut it like this, and then after that I'm going to trim it so it will leave a gap. And once we put it up, because I'm planning to cut it, and then I'm gonna change it with this side as well. So it's actually going to be over this extrusion part. So we could delete this for now. So I'm gonna delete this one, but I will copy it afterwards. So I'm going to add in a curtain wall first before we cut it, or before we copy it. So let's add it here. And here as well. We need to go to modify and cut geometry. And then after that, let's edit it like this. Okay. And then this side as well. So that's good. And we could extend this one all the way to the top. So we could top constraint to be up to lower roof. But we need to put 0 on that. So that's connected. We want to connect this as well. So up to lower roof, apply, and then through level 2 we will connect it again. Okay, so the reason that I did that is so that I could manipulate the glass or the curtain wall glass like this. I'm able to manipulate also the grid lines easily. So just like that, I could pull this up. So let me align this at the top and align it from the bottom, like so. So let's add in some design here. So what I'm gonna do is go to architecture, component, and model in place. Let's save this for now. And then after that, let's cancel this again and model in place. Choose generic model and then OK. And then we need to click on extrusion, set, pick a plane, and we're gonna choose this one. I just want to double check that we chose the right plane. Okay, so that one. And then now we could go to south elevation. And then from here, we could just add the design. So I'm gonna add something like this. And then click it again with an offset of 300. And I want it from the outside. So this is good for now. Or maybe we could just move it all the way to the top. So let's do that. So I'm gonna align it at the top. And I'm gonna click this line and make sure it's 300. And then at the bottom as well. So we're gonna put the windows or the curtain wall upwards as well. So align this. Actually, I don't want to do that. I think it's better if we have some separation like this. I'm just gonna click finish. And I want to change the materials. So let's choose this just to change it and then click finish. And it will look like that. You can make it bigger by expanding this extrusion and it will look like that. What we can do is we could have this big and then we could void this out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it more extreme and then let's edit this. So I'm gonna edit this. So we're gonna add in void extrusion, and I'm gonna set the plane to the plane of the extrusion. So I'm gonna set it like this. So I selected that plane. Now we need to go to west elevation. So I set it on this plane. Now we need to create the void. So I'm gonna create that. So as you can see, I'm going over. So you need to go over so that you void it entirely. So I'm just voiding it like that. Click finish and go to 3D. And then once you're in 3D, you can expand it even more before you click finish, okay? And then click finish and we have that design. And what we could do is we could design this window here. So let's go to south elevation And let me deal with this curtain wall right here. And let me change this to pine. And first, let's add in some curtain grid. So I want to add curtain grid below and above, like this. So around, I believe this is 800. We could make this one 1000. 900 here. So I'm selecting the ones that will need to move 1000. So now it's 1000 evenly. And then let's add it again here. So now this is, I'm just gonna add it like that. So 500. And then this one should be from here as well. So 500. Let's do it again. So just add and click this one and just put it here. 500. Click this one and move this one here. 500. So the temporary dimension is helping us figure this out. And then don't forget to add the one below as well. So that's 500 and above there. So this one should be 500. And we need to move this one as well. So luckily that's 500. And this one we need to double check. 500, like that. So it's easier for us to add it on this side because we could just align it. So we could just add randomly right now and align it afterwards. And now we could align. So type in AL. So always the reference first. Okay, so that's good. Now we need to add a curtain line in the middle, like this. Now that's added. We can add in the mullion and then all grid. I might change this later, so maybe 50, 65 is enough. So let's add in this one for now. Click it and look at it at 3D. So it looks good. And then now we will need to change the glass type because we have the glass default. here. So I want to change the glass type so that when we go to Twinmotion, we could change different kind of glass. And what I'm planning to do is have the same glass on the on this side, but differ on the middle. Okay, so now what you have to do is you need to click on tab, and then you'll be able to click the system panel glaze. You need to click edit type, and then you will need to duplicate. So once you duplicate, glaze 2, press OK, and then the glaze 2, the materials, we will need to change it here. So now we have different kind of glass. What you have to do is you will need to load it from here. So we have glass here. Now we have different kind of glass right about here. So let's add glass green, and then let's choose that, and then OK, and then OK again, and then now that's a system panel glaze 2 that we change here. Now if we check this one, so this one, it's still on the default glaze. What you have to do now is just choose glaze 2, and that is the same materials with this material. If you want to see it, we could change it with realistic, and you'll be able to see the difference. So as you can see, the shading of the glass is different with the other. So let's put it back in so that it's easier to maneuver, or so we just need to keep on doing this, and here as well. So you need to do some more of tabs to change it like that. So we're gonna keep on doing this. And we might change the default as well. You just need to be patient, and you can just keep on trying on different area. So I think placing it below is easier, something like that. And then let's not forget the one at the top as well. Okay, so let's do it on the other side, starting here. Okay, so now that's done, we can add in a split here, the one in the middle. So we could go to modify and split face this. So it's clicked, you will need to set which face you want it. So I want it in this face, and it's easier to see it on south elevation. And then I'm gonna use this rectangle. So I'm gonna do it on this corner, and then at that endpoint. Once you're done, click finish, and then we could click on this, the paint, and add in something different. So let's add it that. So now we have this done. So this side, except for the lobby, is done. We will have this, everything will be glass here with the same idea with this. But yeah, this is kind of what I'm expecting. So some design, we could even make this noticeable, the change, because right now it's not noticeable. But we could extend this more by just clicking like that, but we need to edit the void as well. But that's later on. For now, this is good enough. And then maybe a square like as well here. And we're gonna add in some decorative stuff here as well, because we cannot just leave it like this. It doesn't look good, especially this is the main entrance. As well here, we're gonna put all glass. So there's a big, so for this one, we will do the same thing as to what we did here. We're going to delete this wall and then stretch it out up to the top so that we could control how we design the curtain wall or the window. We could start it from here. So I'm gonna select all this wall. So actually I'm deleting the curtain wall, not the whole wall. So I just want to make sure that I'm deleting the correct one. So you know what? It's easier to see just the wall. So I might as well do that. Check. Now we need to select this wall and pull it up to the lower roof. So now it's all the way up. We have our curtain wall here, and we could just control it from here. So now all of this is the whole curtain wall. we could go to east elevation and see. So here we could just pull it up like that so that we don't see that. And then we could extend this as well. So by clicking, and everything is aligned to each other so that it's easier to pull out. So like that, we could just align it from the others. I'm gonna align it like that. And from the bottom, we're gonna leave it like this, just a little. Or no, let's go all the way down. Only from the top, and then we're gonna put something decorative at the top, like a sweep or something. So now we have this thing. Now we need to add curtain grid. So we need to do the similar thing that we did earlier, like that. So let's add it randomly for now, and then fix it later. And then we have it at the bottom and should have at the top. So now let's check. It's supposed to be 500, which is good. Let's check this one. It needs to be checked from here and then 500. Check this one. Move this one at the middle and then 500. So the office building has more model in place actually, part, and especially with the glass as well. I was wondering if we could just select this part and change it now, which we can, so it's easier. We don't need to do it individually. So that's smart. That's something that I just found out as well. So something new all the time. And you know what? I'm gonna create another glaze. So I'm gonna edit this. I'm going to duplicate again. So glaze 3 and change the material. So instead of glass, let's check another form of glass here. Let's use this one. So now this is glass 3 or glaze 3. Okay, so that's done. Let's double check. So it maintains it. And then we just need to evenly out this. So this one here, the middle of here, the middle of there, and middle of here as well. And I want to see how it looks. So I think it's good enough that I don't want it to be too small. So we could just click this and altogether it will look like that. Let's look at it at different graphic display. So as you can see, it looks like that. Realistic. So it looks like that under realistic. And we have to do it on all of this as well. Okay, so let's go back to hidden lines. So that's what I'm gonna do on all of this. Just keep on doing what I've done here on the rest of them, and I'll be back when it's done. So maybe on the next video, we'll have it done and we could just add in more decorative parts, and then especially on this area on the lobby we need to design something drastic here. So thank you for watching and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This will be part 7 of this office building. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to create this. Basically, I asked you to do all of this on the side. I just showed you this part, and then offline, I did it all. And it kind of took some time, but I was able to do it. Hopefully, you guys followed as well. So right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create something for the lobby. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this down, and then I'm going to align it to the sides as well. And after that, let's do a model in place, and it will be a generic model, and it will be an extrusion that will be set on this plane. So I'm gonna set this one in the front face of the lobby wall, and let's change the materials. Softwood lumber would be fine, and then after that it's better to do it on an elevation. so that we have a control on the design of it. So similar to others, I'm going to use rectangle and I'm going to trim it afterwards. I'm going to align this AL, and then I'm going to trim it now TR, like that, and then delete this, and then TR again on this. Same goes for here. Let's delete this and make sure nothing is. So like I said, there is something there. Okay, so now let's pull this out. So click finish. We can look at it at 3D, and we can pull this out. So it looks something like this, which is not bad, but we could do better. So now what I'm planning to do is to edit this extrusion. I'm gonna go over a little bit and a little bit on the side as well. Like that. Click finish again. And I'm gonna pull this out all the way at the back. So maybe I could use align to go for the face. So something like that. And then what I'm planning to do is I'm going to create a void here. So I haven't clicked the finish yet. The last finish, it's because I'm planning to do a void extrusion. And then here we could look at it at level 2 and do the cutting on this, on the top area. So we need to set it first. So go back to 3D and then set, pick a plane. I'm going to pick this plane. And then once I picked it, I'm going to go to level 2 so that I'll be able to design it from there. So it will look like this. And similar to the earlier extrusion, you just need to go over it so that you know that you got all of it, and then click finish. And it's better to see it on 3D so that you can pull it up and down. So once that's done, you can see that I haven't pulled it down all the way down, so that's why it's still showing like that. The reason for that is when I create the extrusion, I added the one there. So I could click finish, and then now let's edit this extrusion. Edit extrusion, and then you just go south and just pull this up like that, and everything will fall. Okay, So on the sides, we could do another extrusion, but avoid another void for the extrusion. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create void extrusion, and I'm going to set this on this plane. Okay, and we can actually do it on the other side as well. But let's go to the other side, which is the east, sorry, the west, and we could do some design here. So I'm just planning to create something like this and then copy it around. So I'm going to copy and then click multiple, and there's no constraints there, and randomly add it onto this. So once you're satisfied, we could click finish and look at it at 3D. We could pull this out. So it's kind of hard to see where to pull, but there you go. Doing it on a different view, you will be able to see. So I'm just putting it out there up to here and then click finish. And I just want to edit the void. It's because it hit one of this. So I just need to edit the void, and let's pull it down or move it down just a little. Okay, and then click finish and look at it. It's good. Some of it is on the ceiling, but if we're gonna create something like this, I'm gonna cover that out. So now the next thing is we just need to add details to our curtain wall. So let's finish this up. And we have our curtain wall like that. Let's go to south elevation. It's easier to see there. And go to architecture and then curtain grid. Let's see where we could get the midpoint. So that's the midpoint of the curtain wall. Another midpoint is here, and right there. So just keep on getting the midpoint. Okay, I want to see it in 3D first. So it looks good. And what we could do is we can have, or we could add in the horizontal. And make sure it's 500 so that we're consistent with the rest. So actually before that, I'm going to delete this. Like I said earlier, I want a different glass finish on the top and on the middle. So I just want to be consistent with what we have. So like that. And then after that, let's do it again. Let's divide this. And then 3D again. We will need to delete some, but I just need to know where is the midpoint or the entrance. So around this side. So between this, so that is 5 and 6. So let's see if we could see that. It's 5 and 6, so we could add it here. So I'm gonna delete this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add mullions first on all of them and delete that. But the trouble is I cannot delete this single line. It's because we created it one. So now what we have to do is we have to individually add that except for this part. So I know it's a big hassle, but that's what I'm planning to do. Actually, let's leave the one at the top, but only the one at the bottom. So this one, we need to insert the double door. So this one. After that, you need to tab and storefront double door. Make sure when you're in 3D, it's fine so that all of the this will be visible. So maybe we could just do it like this. Only the one at the top. Still good enough. So let's just add something here. So I'm thinking we just add in a model in place sweep. So let's go and choose generate model. And we would like a sweep and pick a path. Let's select this. With this one, but with this we need to drag it basically up to here. Okay, and then go back to 3D. There's actually more, so let's go to lower roof, and we can see that we're off kind of bit. So in 3D we could click finish there, edit profile. So basically we're gonna create our own profile, and let's create something like this. Something like that. It needs to be other way around, so I made a mistake on that. And of course we cannot see there. Let me see it on south elevation, and we're off. So I'm just gonna align it at the top of this. We could pull this off like that, and we're just gonna add it something like this. $500 SL, and then jump TR. Click finish, and then we need to change materials or assign a material. Still paint ivory, we could use that, and there. So we have it like that. We could edit this and use split face. Let's use that, split it, or what we could do is we could edit in place and click paint. Let's use this steel on this side only, so it's easier, and then click finish. So now we could change different materials on this top. You can actually add in some details at the top as well. So with this, we could change the path as well. Edit sweep, pick path. We could add this path. So that it's all around here. As you can see, it's very easy to just go over and then click finish. And of course, we need to set the paint on all. So edit in place, click paint. The steel is already selected. I just want to make sure that everything is selected and then click finish. And I'm thinking if I should do it as well for this, but it's probably too much already, so I'll leave it like that. And then we could design something here. So the floor, so just go to level 1 and then let's add in some floor. Edit type, duplicate, floor number 2, edit. Let's leave 300 and change this material. Let's use parking stripe. I think I haven't used it today. And for this one, we just need to go around. Actually, we could just go here. I want on the side to be with grass, so yeah, I'll just do this for now and then use pick line to pick the perimeter. So now we just need to trim this, I believe. So once that's trimmed, we could just extend this a little bit and then click finish. So the good thing is we could see that we need to trim this out. So continue and then TR again for this. So it will show us again what we have. And I believe that's done, or we still have more right there. So at least it's directing us where it's need to be trimmed. Okay, so we're gonna leave it like that for now, and in the next video you will see that I will be able to model more for the street and everything, and it will be on Twinmotion now. Thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.